it's surprising to me that after everything that's been said about Reebok, you were able to find something nice.
I can say nice things when I want to.
It's almost like a compliment sandwich. But
Phil's shaking his head.
Oh. Well,
like vigorously.
just do it. Just roll it.
Roll that beautiful
before
bean
they
footage.
start fighting.
I can't get that.
Oh, God.
Okay. That 2 a.m. local access cable quality right there.
Oh,
thanks,
wow.
thanks, guys.
That stare down was fierce.
I'm glad we caught that on camera for once.
That we're gonna screen cap that and make that your profile.
Well, welcome back to Ugly Third. So you can turn off now if you're not interested.
Classroom.
But welcome back to another episode of Ugly Third. Today's episode is. Let me get to the slide deck here.
Phil can definitely
Best
out-talk.
Features Reebok Era Tour.
We got
Shrems, take it away.
Oh wow, you got excommunicated.
We got teacher voice.
Okay. I'm gonna sit in silence. You talk, because I have nothing nice to say.
Oh no, the first one was your idea. I never would have thought of this.
This was, I believe.
Hold on, I'm gonna put these up, and let's see if anyone can identify what we're actually talking about.
That's right. It is the strings and the lace-up collar. This was wonderful. It's a nice touch. It gives it a vintage look without it. And especially on a collar like this, that's
something. And
that's front and center.
I wanted to pick some that had different colors to them because, like, this is wheat. That was never a thing in CCM Coho, as far as I remember.
But can I take a little dig?
Go for it.
What is this? What is this fabricy, flimsy thing here in between the
technically
laces?
One happened in Coho with the Mighty Ducks not so mighty jersey, the black one. Okay. I honestly think they're like, too many people don't want that deep V. You don't want the cleavage, or what do you
hamburger meat.
The hamburger meat, the free candy, as it's sometimes called, is
you never heard it referred to as hamburger meat? Okay, never mind. Keep going.
As we get that 18+ warning. And I'm trying to find like an older one where I actually have the lace in it, because I usually pull the laces out because they fall out in the wash.
I just don't understand, especially on something like this. Like, it stands out. Make it white, make it wheat, make it whatever it is here. Don't make it a.
It's the same thing over on that one. Like, I think they just wanted some color balance here, because the only other red is in the letters and the stuff. Like, I tend to agree. When I wore this one, people asked, was I wearing two jerseys? So.
It does. It looks like you're wearing a white shirt underneath the red shirt underneath the jersey.
It made it so that this, like, you don't show off anything. The laces don't have any actual function, which is what I don't like. Like, the lace-up collars actually had a purpose, because when you're wearing a wool sweater, the collars get stretched out. And the couple wool sweaters I have, the collars get stretched out. And so by having a string in there, and this goes all the way back, the string inside would just, so you can let it loose, and then you can cinch it up, and it works. So, and the fact, like, no other sport really pulls that off. Baseball had it way early, like 1800s, you'll find some of those, when they're still wearing, like, shirt collars. But other than that, it's a purely hockey thing.
Yeah.
And I think Reebok did acknowledge that is an old school, only, like, you had that in football. If someone's fingers getting caught in that, and you're breaking pinkies. You know, like, no other sport could pull off a lace-up collar with how everything in the sport functions. And so it is distinctly hockey, and I do like that. And the fact that Adidas made it even more redundant with the laces, like, fully stitched in, and now they just stick out.
They do this, or it's that lace across that you can't do anything with. It's the lace in there that...
Which I think Minnesota is actually what started that.
Aesthetically, I don't know.
They started threading it so that you just had 3 lines across, which I hate.
Yeah, it's...
But
at least we got this out of Reebok. It's a nice vintage touch.
I look over on that table just off camera. Is it like, can you pull... Yeah, that... Okay, so let's compare this. A CCM lace. Like I said, I pulled them out because they get lost in the wash. I've lost too many. Phil, can we close up? Actually, I'll do it on white. White versus white. What are we talking? We are talking about shoelaces here. Like we are at shallow and pedantic. This is CCM. It is functional only. This is Reebok. It's woven. It's like a braided thing to it.
Thing is, oh god, oh wow, oh wow.
No, I mean, look, I think it's a good upgrade. But I don't know what I'm gonna do if I lose any of these. Like, where do I
literally was just gonna say, you lose one of these things, you're not gonna find another
especially in a color.
Yep. You're gonna be buying a whole new jersey just to take the lace out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Find yourself a trashed jersey.
I feel good about this because this is like that compliment sandwich. We're gonna say something nice, but we're gonna surround it by two terrible compliments.
Right. We managed to.
Next, please.
Let's. I'm gonna put some of these up.
Yep. It's like an episode of Dora the Explorer where we're gonna prompt people and then go along
ahead,
as if they were shouting at the screen.
So I end the year with a series of history memes, and then I finish with my classroom as like a Dora the Explorer, where I keep talking and ask a question and then wait in silence and answer my own question. But okay, who knows what the deal is here?
Second best feature.
You just covered up the other one.
Yeah, I know.
You planned this out right. There you go.
That's right. It's the collar effect, which is now called a hanger effect. I don't think they had a name for it then. I'll cover this one up, but I found this very amusing. I didn't realize this existed.
Stars.
Because, okay, it's a rebrand. And if you're not sure, if you're not like, oh, what team is this? Mm-hmm. So they went even more redundant. And then, well, but what team is this? Oh, Stars. This is truly a Reebok innovation. And I'm glad Phil has the proper Winter Classic jersey. Mine's just the third. Because we believe the first one is this. Phil, can you zoom in?
Ah, very good.
I don't know if he even knew he had this.
I did not realize it. That wasn't much. That
wasn't did you know? Was it?
That wasn't on Buffalo's too.
Oh, you want focus?
Come on, Cam.
Focus.
Bring it out just a little bit. Bring it out just a little bit.
Oh God.
Number 1 or number 2?
There it is.
Number 2.
So in printing on the and it started with the outdoor games of let's just label what it is,
okay.
Which is a nice touch.
Yeah.
And it became a whole new thing of
this. What's the best?
That won our one of our first jersey showdowns.
Yep.
But just like putting something there that is just for the fans, because you don't see this on ice.
Nope.
It doesn't exist on ice. Well, I mean, it exists. You don't see it. It is purely for when it's sitting there at home on a hanger, when you're displaying, when it's waiting, there you see it.
Yep.
And it is something that is understated, hidden. Just let it be another little piece of storytelling. Oh, what I love Easter eggs. You know, when I'm looking at video game stuff, Easter eggs, something hidden in there for someone to find, for those people who appreciate it.
Yep.
And I thought it was dumb to start with, and I have really come around on it.
Yeah.
I really have.
And
it's a nice little touch.
And Adidas kept it and leaned into it hard for just about everything that they did. I think it was a permanent fixture of the fan jersey experience.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it should ever be a selling point. It is a fun Easter egg.
Yep.
And I like that.
Cool. And we're on to our best number 1 feature.
I found an article that Athletics might have this technically incorrect. I googled like hanger effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Athletics said 2013 with Reebok with Stars and Hurricanes, but
that was pointed out to us in a comment here. It was at Caps Penguins Winter Classic was the first one, so I'm going to lean into that. I haven't found anything to disagree with it yet. All right, class.
What do you notice about the best feature of Reebok? That's right. It's the felt that we've integrated into our logos, our crests,
and on that one you can see the numbers. Yeah,
of course. Wonderful. Ooh, this is really nicely stitched too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit big. Reebok.
Roomy for Reebok. And look, when Reebok does it, now some of them don't. Like yours is the on-ice specs and it has felt numbers. This one does not.
Yep.
And I was not about to strip it just to put it back in felt.
Yep.
This one, same thing. But and I am fully aware that Minnesota had the felt in Coho. But just because you had something first, for instance, who wore the first goalie mask? Go ahead. This is for you too, Phil. Shelf NHL books behind you. Because goalies used to be barefaced tradition.
I don't know the answer to that question.
Now, a lot of people probably say Jacques Plante, the first to wear it and keep it.
Okay.
But Clint Benedict of the Montreal Maroons wore it for 1-2 games 25 years earlier to protect a broken nose.
That was my second guess.
But he stopped wearing it because it got in the way and he didn't like it, and goalies are supposed to be barefaced.
Yep.
Just being the first does not mean you have adopted. In the same way that the light bulb was not invented by Thomas Edison. It was invented well before that. Thomas Edison made the first long-lasting light bulb that could be marketable and sold as a common product. Xerox made a number of computer things well before Apple or IBM did, but they didn't follow up on it, so it's forgotten. Like there's a ton of these things. Reebok made the version that sticks. We have felt now. Even the Fanatics felt is outstanding. But I think that it's like this one. It's a little thin. This is absolutely outstanding. You want to get in on this? I am very happy with how this turned. Reebok felt is thick. It is sturdy. I am such a fan of how this came out.
And I imagine it's overlooked too. You can even see it in the camera there. Like you can see that it's definitely felt. But I imagine it's overlooked. It's something that people don't realize.
And and when you get in a number kit, like it is just really, really. It feels like quality. It feels vintage, and I do really love when it happens.
Yeah.
So I will give Reebok all the credit on that one. That their felt is excellent, and they really push that as here's a feature that we can actually do.
And that's it.
And it's taken on. And that's the end of list.
That's the end of list.
There's no honorable mentions.
No more. No more. That felt dirty to do, but we needed to do something. Like,
it felt dirty.
That's it.
Phil is getting quite expressive behind there.
We need you on we need your camera right here, Phil. Like Phil Box.
Speaking of Phil Box, he's Shrems. I'm John. Phil Box, take it away.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notifications on when new videos are posted. And come back for another episode of Ugly Thirds.
Phil Box or Paint Bucket Phil?
I don't think he's felt this appreciated in quite some time.
They wanted more Phil.